What's up, Chad? It's Chadronies here. So I just got done playing We Who Are About to Die, and I kind of want to let you guys know my opinion about the game, and pretty much give it a little bit of a review. Well, let's get right into it. We Who Are About to Die is an early access top-down roguelite physics-based gladiatorial combat game, similar to another game known as Domina, where you're thrown against a multitude of enemies in pitched combat where death is a constant and you're never too far away from it. Created by a single developer by the name of Jordi Lacquier, it's his first and only game. Let's get started with the aspects of this game and what I like. The game is relatively easy to learn but difficult to master. Learning the game and finding out how to use different types of weapons, it feels good, and you can feel yourself steadily getting better at dealing with encounters along you play the game. The characters and the weapons are physics based, which means that you have to have your character raise their arm, you have to drag your mouse in the direction of the swing so you can speed up your weapon and deal more damage, or you can slow it down. And I enjoyed the feeling of being challenged and the thrill of winning a battle where I was tossed myself into the thick of the fight, only to emerge victorious with a sliver of health left. The game has no combo system, but it has a directional swinging system reminiscent of For Honor and Chivalry, where you can decide in which angle to swing from, and you're able to string together a series of attacks to create your own combo. The game gives you a decent variety of armors to choose from, giving you the ability to customize your warrior to how you see fit. You can choose to be heavily armored, sacrificing stamina generation for protection, or you can be agile and fragile. Even though the game has multiple types of armor, I personally usually drifted towards the armor that had positive effect on my fame, meaning that I myself was stuck with a smaller selection of armors to choose from. The game has simple but good looking visuals that capture the aesthetic of an ancient Greco-Roman era where they used to duel each other to the death for entertainment. The game's audio is immersive. You can hear the clashing of wood against wood and the sparking of metal when swords collide, and the sounds of bone crunching when hit with a heavy object. I gotta say the game's soundtrack really wasn't that memorable, but the sound design is what really carried this game's immersion for me. The game also has no greedy microtransactions to speak of, which is really nice. You can purchase a supporter pack, which offers you the art and soundtrack of the game with the game itself for a total of $27. That gives this game a lot of points in my book for good practices. Now, let's get into some of the criticisms I have for the game. These issues are a little annoying, but it's forgivable considering the game is made only by one person. The major issue I have with this game is the camera. The camera is the only enemy in this game that can't be killed with the well-placed swing to the head, as the camera constantly gets itself stuck behind map geometry, blocking your vision and the ability to react to incoming attacks. Some maps really exacerbate this issue I have with the camera, especially during that small 1 versus 1 map where it's literally just a cramped room with not much space to move, and it forces you to constantly deal with temporary loss of vision and poor positioning. Other maps further into a run don't really have this problem, it's become a lot more open. But like I said, it rears its head on the smaller maps, which are earlier in the game. The AI in this game are difficult to fight against until you learn their movement patterns, but this doesn't really mean that the AI doesn't cheat. When fighting against enemies, they possess the ability to hit you for full amounts of damage without them ever needing to raise their weapon, where if you were to attempt to do the same, you'd be dealing 1 to 2 damage at most a swing, if any at all. Sometimes your character collides with the enemies and you won't be able to do anything about it or deal any damage, but the enemies will be able to hit you for larger chunks of health consistently. Personally, I ran into a few performance issues in this game. I have an NVIDIA RTX 3070 Ti and a AMD R7 5800X. When I competed in a large pit fight match, my game started to chug below 30 frames a second, especially when there were a lot of bodies and items strewn about on the floor. Maybe in order to fix this, broken weapons that litter the floor should disappear instead of staying on the ground, freeing up some useful resources. I also wish that damage dealt and received were a little bit more visible. Currently, your health bar and stamina are located at the lower left part of the screen, and it makes you take your eyes off of the battle in order to see if you're doing any damage with a swing or if you're taking damage. Personally, I believe that your health and stamina should be located on your cursor, allowing for maximum visibility and quick information gathering, while not being too distracting, allowing you to pay attention to your stamina. So even though I got frustrated with this game at many points in my time during playing it, it kept me coming back for more. You know, it's a good game when that happens, when you get mad and you come back after, you just cool off for a little bit. All in all, I think We Are About to Die is a great game, and I put about 30 hours into it for the price point of $22. I think it's worth it. What do you guys think about this game? If you played this game, did you guys enjoy it as much as I did? What other criticisms do you guys have about this if you've played it? Leave a comment down in the comment section below and let me know what game you want to try out and review next time. If anything, I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace.